night and day from losing. There's nothing harder than that, and just really, really good and happy for our team. Really proud of the guys. The biggest thing this week was getting back on our feet and going back to work, and because the schedule's not going to go away. So just really, really pleased with the way the guys prepared, the way they kept focused on things that were important, and certainly today showed up and competed the full 60. It wasn't perfect, but it was really a good effort by everybody. And to that point, I thought we really played good complementary football today, and that's when we do that, it gives us a chance to have good outcomes. And whether it be the kicking game, which we thought we had some opportunities there. Reese punted really well. That first punt was a really big thing for us. Obviously the field goals, Drew did a great job there, and then I think the return game really was a big factor in the game too, and we were hopeful that we'd have some opportunity. We just done a good job returning those things, and we thought with the hang time that their kickoff guy and punter had that we might have some chances. So the guys did a great job there on top of it. And then huge play in the game in my mind was Jamari's interception. They're driving the ball down there. We're down about the 25, something like that, and he came up with that pick, and then we come back and get a field goal off that. So just a lot of good complementary football, guys playing, feeding off each other a little bit, and just proud of the way the guys responded and have responded this way. So good second half for us certainly, and just again feels good to get the win. Feels great to be in Kenneck and get the win here, and just want to compliment our fans. I thought they were a really big part of the game. They were really into it, really loud, and appreciate that a great deal. So that's it. I'll throw it up.
We'll start with Elliot and go to John.
Hey Kirk, LA Club, Hawkeye Beacon. It's just kind of feels like it's getting to a point where, Caleb Johnson did it again. I guess, is that how it feels to you? Because it was a great start to the season, and now it's consistency.
Yeah, I think I've said this a couple times, but it just ties in with the theme. I think he's really, year three tends to be a year, just in general terms, where guys really start to get traction. And he's done some good things over the last couple of years, but the consistency right now, and not only what you see on the game field, but the way he prepares, the way he practices, he's doing a really good job. And it's just maturity, I think, and really having a better grip on where maybe to be looking and what to be focused on instead of wasting time on some other stuff. And he's really done a great job there, really setting up blocks, helping, being patient, and he's running tough, and that's a big part too. He's starting to learn how to use what he has, and that's a good thing for everybody.
John Seppi, Cedar Rapids Gazette, 200 career wins, pretty small group of coaches to get to that point. What does this mean to you?
Two things. I mean, the honest answer is, I was really more focused on us getting 4. I didn't want to think about being at 3-3 right now, and that's it's just how it works in season. Everything's week to week, and one thing in any league, certainly in the NFL and certainly in college football, if you lose back to back, it really makes things hard. So that's kind of just a staple. But it's all about getting back on your feet and getting back in the fight, and our guys did a great job of that. And then as far as the 200 part, it's just you got to be lucky, you got to be in the right place. First of all, you got to be with a lot of good people, and that's coaching staff and support staff. A lot of people are involved in this. And I've worked with nothing but great coaches my entire career. I've been lucky wherever I've been, and then most importantly, the players. And just got off the radio with Pat Anger, being on there with Gary, and you got Jonathan Babineau, who great to have the 014 back here. And Jonathan, to me, almost epitomizes what it is, because he had 3 really good years here. He had 2 where he couldn't play. 01, he missed it the entire year with a broken leg from spring ball, and then in 03 couldn't finish the year out. And then goes on and plays 12 years in the NFL, raising a family. Just what a great, awesome guy. Plus he's a golfer, which is 2 D-line, him and Claiborne. I'm off on a tangent here, but anyway, that's what the game's about. The guys you get to work with, and having all those guys out there today, because that team was all about response that year. That was much fun. We were 2-2. I think there was some negativity back then too. So anyway, but it was week to week. That's what's going to be the rest of the way for us this week, this season as well.
Scott Dockman in The Athletic. Wanted to ask you about, 200 wins obviously means a lot to you, but also to your players, past and present. What have you taken away from them? How have they helped you get to this spot, not just by winning, but by, as you said, the 2014 was, really struggled through adversity. This team struggled through adversity last week, what you did in 2016 and on. How much have they influenced you to help you get to this position?
Let's be clear, if we didn't win, I wouldn't be here right now. So that's just how it works, and it always has. Sometimes, coaches are supposed to be in front, and they're supposed to be the ones, setting the tone and all that stuff. But a lot of times, we feed off of our players too. And losing doesn't seem to get any easier. It's just very distasteful. And it just kind of affects everything you do in life. And I really, I don't start feeling any better, at least until we get on the field. And then you're around the guys, we're doing what we like to do. So that's like the start of it, but it lingers, and it really does until you get back on the field and compete. But, I mean, the best part about coaching always has been working with players. And, again, I've been so fortunate where, the guys I've worked with on a day-to-day basis have been really good folks. And, we learn from our players all the time. If our parents learn from their kids, too. Sometimes some of those things are interesting, but, so you do. And all the stories, a guy like Jonathan Bottom, how did he stay so positive? And he just did. He just kept coming back and sticking with it. So Pat Anger went through a lot of stuff during his career, and that's real life. But that's what the game teaches you.
Chad?
With the season that Caleb Johnson is having, do you feel like it's a valid conversation to put him in a category with what Sean Green did in 2008? I know we're halfway through here, but he's over 900 yards now.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what I told him a couple weeks ago, because somebody gave me something about Heisman, some article about him being in the Heisman race or whatever. This is like 3 weeks into the season. And I said, it's awesome what you're doing. So proud of you, and all of us are, because he's not just playing good, he's practicing well. He's just been so wired in. And but I pointed out to him, like Sean Green did it week after week after week, 12 times. The only guy in the country to do it that year. So as much as everybody likes to talk about things, and believe me, I'm so pleased with the way he's playing, but it's all about the run of the race, the whole race. That's why we got 12 games on the schedule. Our team will get evaluated the same way. I know we like to come to conclusions every now and then, good or bad, but it's really about how the whole thing goes. And that's part of him understanding, seeing the big picture. Doesn't mean he's going to stay on the tracks, but he's been great, and he was great again today. And so I'm not surprised, because I see him act that way every day. Just he's focused on the right things.
Adam?
Which gives him a chance, and I mean he has a legitimate chance to. What'd you say? He's got 900.
More than that.
We're halfway right now, so I mean that's pretty impressive. I think that's about as good as we've had, right? I'm guessing. I'm not a big stat guy, but that's pretty good.
Adam Chicotney, Hawkeye Beacon. Block kick in the first quarter by YA Black, 2 turnovers by the defense, 3 fourth down stops. How big of an effect does it have on the rest of your team when the defense is coming up with big play after big play? Those
are all good things, and really pertinent in the fact that we didn't start out well. Like they drove it the first 2 times, drove it right down the field, and that was a little disconcerting. When you see them possess the ball like that, they don't like possess the ball, but they're moving it. So you get a little concerned there, but again, coming up with the plays when you need them in the field goal. We thought there might be a chance on that as well. Not to say that, Coach Woods called the shot, but he saw some things that maybe we'd have a chance if things pan out right, and they have to. And then, just keep working. You keep working. Those things are all good things, getting the stops on downs. The score got away a little bit, so they had to do that. And once we got it to where we were pretty sure like they're going to have to throw the ball, it made it a little bit easier for us to play. But they did a great job, and they've been doing it all year. They've moved the ball on everybody this year.